I just learned Discover credit cards do something pretty awesome. At the end of your first year, they automatically double all the cash back you've earned. That's right, everything you earned doubled. All the cash back from eating at your favorite soup dumpling restaurant doubled. All the cash back from that trip where you sort of learned to snowboard also doubled. And the best part, you don't have to do anything ridiculous to get it. Nope, Discover does it automatically. Seriously though, see terms and check it out for yourself at discover.com/match. Whether you're searching for that latest sneaker, the iconic handbag, a timeless watch, or your next piece of classic jewelry, eBay authenticators are there verifying every detail of your purchase. Yup, we're talking each inch, stitch, tick, facet, and clasp that makes the piece you're searching for worthy of your collection. eBay's authenticators are experts in their craft, true connoisseurs, and as leaders in their fields, they're making sure your items always arrive as authentic as your style. So go ahead, get that piece you always wanted, and leave it up to the meticulous eyes of an eBay authenticator to make sure that watch movement is original, that glimmer is real gold, that rare sneaker is legit, or that handbag is really made of genuine leather and never get faked over again. In a world full of fakes, it's time to get real with eBay Authenticity Guarantee. Everyone deserves real. Visit ebay.com for terms. Hope put out a Lucy that had like her like voice.
Oh yeah, I do
remember that.
Yeah,
Glory. Glory. That was the record.
Yes.
Glory.
So she was all Glory.
Was this John Legend?
By Jay-Z? Nah, it was a
No,
Lucy.
I know what you're
forgot.
talking about. History.
Yes.
Because I leaked that record.
Okay.
So that was a leftover record, but then I guess the other joint was
It was like Glory or Blue or something like that, and she was like
yeah.
crying on it or some shit. Like, yeah.
I don't know. It's just crazy to see like, not
It's not crazy. It's fun. It's exciting.
It's fun when it turns out like that.
Yeah.
It's fun when like
it progresses.
it's fun when you see that and you're
Yeah,
just like, oh
nah,
man,
I feel-
like
nah, that's dope.
That's incredible. There's also like the opposite where it's like, man, that's a lot to live up to. So,
Shit, look at Michael Jordan's
Does
kids.
she have to live up to it?
I knew he was gonna say it.
I'm just saying, like, if we're gonna look at the opposite side of the spectrum,
It's not. I don't think Michael Jordan's kids are necessarily like
what?
they're not like failures or anything like that.
No,
but
I'm
when
not
your
calling
dad
them,
is.
but I'm not calling failures. I'm looking at them like, okay, your dad is one of the greatest, so you would
Right.
expect them to like maybe follow in the footsteps or maybe be as good
Like
or whatever.
a certain
kids.
like a certain goats kids, like a certain real goats kids.
Fuck them kids.
LeBronith.
You know what's been crazy in the past like couple of weeks since the Lakers got eliminated from the playoffs. First of all, I'm not even like a huge Laker fan, but
Nobody is. We were Kobe
Well,
fans.
you're a Knicks fan.
I'm a Knicks fan, obviously.
Yeah, clearly.
But like I've had to find myself like defending LeBron so much
For what?
Why?
in the past several weeks because like literally everything
he got swept?
from from this getting swept from all this stuff. I was like, ooh, Jordan would never. Ooh, Jordan, can you imagine if Jordan
but
would?
Kaz,
Ooh,
but Kaz,
and I love MJ.
But he wouldn't.
And I
But
love-
he wouldn't.
But he has.
When
did he get swept?
See,
When they get
here we go.
You're the sports guy of this
I know,
program.
but
So,
this is
when
what I'm
did he
trying
get
to say.
swept?
This is what I'm trying to say. This is the conversation I've been having all week with people, where it's like I've had to a guy who loved Michael Jordan his whole life.
Right.
I've loved Michael Jordan my whole. I don't got Jordans on now,
Same.
but I've loved Michael Jordan my
She
whole
does.
life. He's been my GOAT my whole life.
Okay.
Something about LeBron getting swept this round has made the folks that grew up with LeBron being the GOAT really come out like, see, he could never touch the GOAT. Jordan would never.
This
So
doesn't-
it's made me have to go, all right, hold on. Right. This motherfucker's in his 21st year
38 years old.
of playing basketball.
That's what we're gonna go with.
Like,
That's not fucking easy
if we're talking about
But the thing
if we're
is,
talking about who's the greatest to
listen,
ever do it,
We've had this conversation before.
not
We've
easy.
always
We
we've
always
always said like it's better to tap out before you get washed and
But he's
leave
not
and leave on a
washed.
bad note.
but he's not leaving on a bad note is one thing, but he's far
Like
from washed.
I'd rather him retire while he's still good then get washed
But
up.
he's not bad.
That's what I'm saying.
He's
look
not,
at
but
Brady.
he's
Like
not-
LeBron is not
He
bad.
was
not
you
as-
can't tell me he don't look at Tom Brady getting the chip in his last
does
couple years
fucking
and not
Tom
think
Brady
he can't
always
get one.
come up?
Because that's his
it's literally
peer.
the same thing.
That's his peer.
It's literally like they're very synonymous.
Yeah.
Like Brady is what, 40?
40 something, 44, 45.
And how many years? How many?
20 years in that.
LeBron is about to go 19.
Yeah, this
Bro,
is about to be his
that's
21st year in
about
the
to-
league if he comes back. I'm
That's
sure he
not
does.
washed. All right, cool. Brady lost last year.
But
Did we-
even if
did
we
we
call
call
this-
him- did we call him lost? Did we-
I'm not saying wash. I just rather him leave before.
I get that
He
But
gets
that's
sentiment.
washed.
But I'm saying I say all that to say those conversations have made me have to like
Defend.
defend LeBron over Michael Jordan, and it's made me be like, damn. All right, so if I'm doing all this defending, I'm like, damn, is Bron really is he my GOAT? Like, is he?
He's not my goal.
He's not my goal.
But it's okay. So
So he about to defend him again.
not me trying to defend it. It's not even me trying to defend it.
I get what you're
It's
saying.
not even trying to
He's trying to
defend it.
change
no,
our
It's just that,
mind.
like,
I get what you're saying.
It's just that
I
like
get what you're
people have such these incredibly rose-colored, deservingly rose-colored visions of Michael Jordan that when I start finally looking back and like, you know, I had a pretty healthy remembrance of Michael Jordan, but I didn't have nearly the access of his career or his accolades or his day-to-day shit
As you do with LeBron.
as we do with LeBron James, right?
Of course.
So I'll just be sitting there like, you know what? Has MJ ever got swept? Let me go fucking look. And I'm like, Boston Celtics, swept. Pistons, swept. I'm like, damn, all right, so he has been swept.
Okay.
I was like, all right, so am I going to punish MJ? Granted, MJ got to the finals. When he got to the finals, the motherfucker never lost. 6-0.
Right.
Unfuckwittable.
Right.
Can't say nothing about that.
Unfuckwittable.
unfuckwittable.
But am I going to punish a dude or say he's not greater than a dude for being somebody who's gotten to the finals 9 straight times or in times where he clearly didn't have a player as good as Scottie Pippen next to him, but he was
Dennis
still in the
Rodman,
finals,
like,
still
yeah,
do
yeah.
like
Tony
we-
Kukoc, like, yeah.
all of these guys where it's like, all right, well, MJ, yes, he is the greatest, but goddamn, Dennis Rodman, correct me if I'm wrong, is
Best
the greatest rebounder who's ever done this shit. And Scottie Pippen, correct me if I'm wrong, he was literally the first point forward, two-way guard everybody, also an all-star
Right.
in his own realm, right?
Right.
Not to say LeBron didn't have a Dwayne Wade, didn't have a Kyrie Irving, didn't have all
Chris
these
Bosh.
other great players, but I'm not going to punish a dude for dragging Matthew Dellavedova and like Zydrunas Ilgauskas when he's like 22 years old against the all-time great Spurs team. I'm like, all right.
Listen.
I'm not gonna lie to neither of you guys right now.
Good.
I don't give a fuck.
Listen.
I truly do not give a fuck.
I look at.
We're about to engage in
that.
a conversation that I give no fuck.
I'm a capper here. Like I don't.
I'm sorry.
Like you said,
You're
No,
right.
because
you didn't
I-
want to do
because
the
I
best
love-
It's
bullshit.
been too long. You're absolutely.
And also,
you're
I
absolutely-
love Jordan. LeBron, I respect him.
Always.
Kobe's one of my goals, but it's just
Yeah,
like, you know, like I don't like this
Do you have a
conversation's
top
so dumb.
five? I know my
Top
top.
five?
My top five is.
I have a top five.
My top five is unflexible. Like
Unflexible.
it's locked in. I know
ahead.
exactly what I'm
It's never gonna change.
it's gonna take a while for it to change.
All right, go.
Is this in order?
Fuck a order. No, don't make
No,
it
I'm
complicated.
just. No.
My five, but it changes
Okay,
order
okay,
from time to
okay,
time.
okay.
To me, it's MJ, Braun, Kobe, Shaq, Steph. That's my five.
Ooh.
That's
No AI?
No,
an unfuckwittable
I
five.
think that's my unfuckwittable five. Like it takes a lot for anybody to break that five
My-
for me.
My
Ooh, okay.
unfuckwittable five is AI, Kobe, MJ, Bron, Tim Duncan.
Okay,
Damn.
Tim Duncan almost took Kobe's spot for me in my top five. But I feel like, Kobe had more of the obviously I'll give him the
Yeah,
nod.
that-
You know what I
the
mean?
flair,
Like
yeah.
I think Tim Duncan is just as accomplished as Kobe. You know what I mean? But I think, Tim Duncan also had better
But
teams.
Kobe
around
is
him, all
just
that shit.
Kobe is just the light.
Kobe was that nigga, man. You
My
can't-
nigga. Right.
Listen, yo,
Kobe,
Afro
Kobe.
fucking nigga,
Like,
bro.
come on, son,
Kobe,
like,
Kobe.
81,
bro.
Nigga, 81.
Forget even before 81.
I'm just saying,
yo,
like the things, and then you score 60 your last game and walk off like that nigga was just.
Kobe had like a whole
That nigga was
like
doing
prelude
I'm sitting
to the Black Mamba, right? Like
Bro.
Afro Kobe. Like
Ooh,
Afro
number
Kobe
eight.
was my
Number eight,
nigga.
Afro Kobe.
Oh
What?
man, with the
8?
ugly Adidas.
Yes.
That was
Yes.
my fucking
Right here,
guy.
there you go, there you go, there you
Right
go.
here. This was my fucking
ugly
guy right
Adidas,
here.
That
yo.
was my
the
guy.
ugly Adidas
Yo.
Kobe.
Oh my God,
Bro,
like,
Kobe got one of the
Let's go.
best retirement videos ever.
man,
When they were
listen.
singing to him.
Mind you, this
Okay,
motherfucker.
okay, I got my 5.
But mind you, this motherfucker was already famous before getting to the league. He
Bean.
took Brandy to prom.
Bean.
You know what I'm saying? He goes to the slam dunk contest.
Bean.
He's doing inside. Was it inside stuff?
Yes,
when he
it was.
fucking the
Yes.
jam session when he's rapping with Tyra Banks and shit. Like I'm
Put out a rap
pre-teen.
joint.
Yeah, like I'm a pre-teen. I'm like this. He's the coolest guy on earth,
Bro.
to me at this
Bean,
time. At this
Bean.
time of my life,
She
man.
missed my
It's like
life.
him and Iverson. You know what I
I
mean?
was
Like,
just about to
Man.
say Iverson. Oh,
him and
man.
Allen
Now, see,
Iverson.
now,
It was
Iverson.
like, these two motherfuckers could do no wrong. in my eyes, bro.
Iverson was like my guy. Like
Yeah.
when we were in, I was a freshman in high school. We had the answers or the questions.
Yes.
The red joints.
I still got my
red
questions.
tips.
Yeah.
Bro. We balled in there. I remember it was our first game as a freshman.
I could watch this all day.
All day. You're right.
day.
I'm just watching these highlights mesmerized.
I could watch
like,
this all day,
this nigga
bro.
with the afro. Oh my God, bro.
Iverson, Kobe, Michael, and LeBron have literally changed the culture of the NBA inside and out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because every hip hop artist, every culture pop artist, everyone that we know and love loves these guys.
Man, you know what helped too? Kobe,
Crazy.
Kobe had such a rhymeable name. He was so easy to name drop in songs, right? Like, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Like,
I mean,
I got my-
he ain't deserve that shit.
I got my problematic 5.
What's your
Problematic?
vibe?
My
All right, we're
what's
gonna
another word for problematic? Like,
Stupid?
no, stupid.
I'm sorry.
Or my controversial.
Controversial.
My controversial. Yes,
Okay.
bitch, and I found it.
First of all, wait. It's gonna be ain't gonna be too more than bitches.
Ain't
gonna be too many more than bitches.
running around here.
Ain't gonna be too many more than bitches. I know we chilling and it's
First of all-
Friday. Kaz one of the shenanigans, but that's the last shenanigan you got.
That was a lot of bass.
Yo, wait, what movie is that from?
That's Martin. Martin said that.
I thought it was from Harlem Nights. Was it Harlem
that's
Nights?
that's
Where
Bad
they-
Boys.
Okay.
Oh,
Bad Boys.
okay.
Yeah, it's Bad Boys.
All right, my controversial 5.
All right.
And it's gonna be funny because y'all gonna see a pattern in this that people might not see.
Okay.
All right, so Jordan,
Okay.
Kobe,
Okay.
AI,
Okay.
Vince Carter,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm between in the last 2,
Kobe, AI,
but
Vince
I'm gonna say
Carter.
KG.
KG? Okay, I like
I'm not,
that.
yeah, I'm not. That's not controversial.
I was between.
So what you
I
said,
like
Kobe, AI,
Uh,
Jordan, KG, and Carter.
I think, we had the same 5 save Vince and KG.
Where's you said there was gonna be a connection. Where's the connection?
Bald heads? Well, not AI.
No, their attitude, bro.
Oh, they're demons.
Oh,
'cause
you
I was gonna
you just like mean motherfuckers. Like,
Yeah.
just
Oh,
dogs.
yeah, okay. Yeah, that's something like-
The dogs.
Oh, yeah, the
but
dogs.
I was
the
gonna
dogs.
say, I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna say D Rose before all his injuries.
D
Like
Rose
like
wasn't
Chicago Bulls Rose.
Yo, I got to see
Spider Monkey
D-Rose.
Rose?
I never saw D Rose.
I got to see him.
I wish I got to see him
Man,
play.
I got to
that
see him at the
game-
Garden.
That I saw him at the Garden. There's
That's
a
the
highlight.
same day I met Craig Sagan.
There's a prime Derrick Rose highlight where he fucking does a reverse dunk in Madison Square Garden. Yo,
D Rose before he became fragile.
D Rose, the explosiveness that man had was you can't teach that.
you know what else,
I
man?
feel like Ja Morant has that same shit.
Man,
What if we have to do a top 5 now?
a top 5 now. in the
Players
league?
now.
Just like playing currently.
Currently,
Okay.
man.
Look at him.
Yo,
Man, Spider Monkey Rose was not to be fucked with.
can I
Calling a nigga Spider Monkey is crazy.
Because
No,
the shit
bro,
he would
he was.
do, bro.
But it
No, I
makes
get it, I
makes
get
me
it, I get
sad
it,
though,
I
because
get
it's like it's because he was so explosive.
That's why.
That's why he
That's
got
why,
hurt so
like,
much.
it's like,
that's
bro,
why.
like the
didn't
human,
know how to
the
land, I
human
feel.
body isn't meant to do that type of shit. Like
to go up and land.
But also,
and like,
hold on.
to go fast and then
and then-
stop and then
and then
shoot
shoot
up and then
come
fucking
down,
land
yeah.
and
To
cut.
tie this into the current,
Yeah.
like shout out to that Bulls team, the one with Butler on it.
Yeah.
I believe who else was on it?
It was Jimmy
Korver.
Butler.
It was Kyle Korver, Jimmy Butler, Derrick Rose. Was not Rondo, Joakim Noah, Taj Gibson,
Yeah, Rondo wasn't there.
Dang,
Luol
was
Deng,
Dang.
yeah, damn. Shout out Luol
Boozer.
Deng. Blair Academy, New Jersey.
I think Boozer was still around.
Yeah,
for a
Boozer
little
was
bit.
on that team.
Boozer was there.
Boozer's been on some like
He was there right
low-key-
before Rose came on. I believe.
Yes, yeah, but they played together. Boozer's low key played with like some legends though. Like,
Boozer done played with a lot of.
he played with Kobe, he played with Braun, he played with
Hey,
Rose.
Boozer, you're my dog, but you know what that means, right?
Yeah, he's an Olympian dog. Like,
Wait, what does that mean?
He about 89. That's why.
Boozer's not even that old. What are you talking
I'm joking. It's because he's played with so many.
I'm trying to give a man's props. God damn.
Yeah, like niggas, like what the fuck?
No, man.
Trying to show the man some love, but yeah, that Bulls team was crazy. But now you kind of see, shout out Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat in the finals. I can't believe he's. I mean, listen, I bet against these motherfuckers literally every single round. Every single round, I'm like, there's no way. There's no way they beat the Bucks. They're not gonna beat the Bucks.
It just pissed me off.
Giannis was injured, so yeah.
And then it was like, and then Giannis gets in, it's just like, oh, okay, here we go.
Cool, yeah,
and I'm like, there's
that's
no way
the
to beat the
handicap.
Knicks. There's no way to beat the Knicks. I mean, they're not going to come to the Garden and win the Garden.
It's the Knicks.
David, don't do that. And then they have it. Then it happens. And then it goes, there's no way they're going to beat the Boston Celtics. There's no way the Celtics will win.
That I didn't think.
What?
Like, that's what I'm
they were
saying.
going to beat Boston?
Every series, I've literally been like, there's no way they're going to beat the Boston. There's no way they're going to beat these guys.
So wait. You're not telling me that you actually think they're going to win against the Nuggets?
No, I
think they're beating
don't.
the
That's what I'm
Nuggets.
saying. I've bet
they've
against
been,
them.
they've been
series you
shocking us.
said.
And it's like, yo.
Playing how they played last night, there's no way.
I didn't watch
But
the
hey,
game last
listen.
night.
There's no way.
Nah, I mean, I just think the Nuggets are just too big. And,
They're just too good.
and they're too,
And they're well rested.
they are.
2
They're
weeks.
very well rested.
Bro,
well
they're going to
rested.
run these niggas out the
And
gym.
it's like, and
They've
you know
been
what
doing
it
nothing
is,
but
bro?
studying
and
working.
It's a weird combination, right? Because it's like, I'll tell you exactly what's going on.
What?
The NBA, obviously, is a league that is built on stars and storyline and what's going on and what can we tell about this and blue. And the closest thing we can got in these playoffs right now is like these Paul Bunyan-like tales about Jimmy Butler and like just playoff Jimmy and like how this motherfucker is
Jimmy
like
buckets.
he's just this mythological dude.
Himmy
Like
buckets.
because
Himmy buckets.
he's done it. I think it started like when he was on the Timberwolves, right? Like he had this fucking falling out with like Karl Anthony Towns, like the whole starting lineup, and like he just fucking goes nuts on them, and then like pretty much curses out the front office like y'all motherfuckers need me.
Right.
Blah blah blah. He goes to Philadelphia,
Does the
balls
same
out
thing.
for Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? And if it wasn't for Kawhi Leonard hitting the craziest buzzer beater in the history
They're
of
in the
buzzer
finals.
beaters, they're in the finals, right?
Right.
So then they're like, all right, we definitely gonna pay Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. It's either between Tobias Harris or Jimmy Butler.
Right.
Then the motherfuckers is
That
like,
name bothers me. I don't know why.
Oh, Tobias Harris.
Tobias.
Tobias does sound very light
Tobias
skinned, and he
sounds.
is.
All right, my
Sure,
bad. Continue.
Tobias sounds extremely light skinned.
And he is.
And he is.
It's mad fucking petty, bro.
Then Jimmy Butler goes to the Miami Heat, and like I remember, I've always felt like it would be a good fit just because like the Miami Heat is just built off of like
That front
tough,
office and that head coach.
like just tough-minded motherfucker.
Yeah,
like I think of the Heat, I think of like D Wade and Alonzo Mourning and those tough Knicks series, and then obviously you had the Super Heat with Braun and Bosh and all those guys, and then even when Shaq came through, and like they've always just had a history of just tough-minded dudes.
Right.
So
and Jimmy Butler is that.
when Jimmy went over there, I was like, oh, that's a good fit, but there's no way. Like if you would have told me these motherfuckers would be in the finals 2 out of the last 3 years, I'd be like, y'all are bugging.
They're not we're not gonna sit here and act like they're a bad team.
Oh no, I can't. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, like, just
I
being-
bet against them every
Right,
series, and they
right.
made me look stupid every single series. So I can't say
not
they're a
gonna
bad
make you look
team.
stupid this series because they're definitely gonna lose.
But I mean, listen,
But everybody thought they were going to lose Game 7, and they didn't.
and they didn't.
But
But
let them come back 3.
The fact that they
fucking
let them
games.
come
they let them
back.
come back.
But
So
that's
if you
on
let a
Boston
team, if
to
you
come
know,
back
but
and
if
not
you
win.
if you let a team like Boston come back for 3 games, you
Yeah.
act like Denver is not gonna just close that shit out.
yeah,
Like Denver,
Yeah.
like come on.
like it's rare. That's why
Like,
nobody's
come
ever
on.
done it. Like
I don't
that's
know.
why.
At this point,
Like,
I'm not
yeah,
going
like,
to.
come on.
No, I'm not betting against them.
What bet against
betting against
Miami?
I'm not.
You're betting against Miami?
No,
I'm not
I'm
betting
not
against
betting
them.
against them either. That's why I'm like, I mean,
don't know. They're
my
shocking.
my head is telling me the Nuggets are gonna win, but who the fuck knows? I've been wrong
I
before.
mean, we
I've
don't.
been wrong
Clearly,
this
we don't.
series.
If the series goes like it did last night, this is a sweep.
Hey,
we're gonna see how they respond on Sunday.
can I tell you how much
That's
I
how-
love? I just fucking love. I love Jokic now, bro. I'm such a stan.
He's boring as fuck,
But
but, that
I
nigga, but
love
he's
it.
good.
But I love that he's
good.
born because
Yeah,
the
he's good.
NBA is so flashy.
Yeah.
Where's
like
he from?
from Serbia.
Serbia.
The NBA is so flashy.
What do you have, like 25, 14, and 10 last
Yeah,
night? And that's considered a bad game.
27, 14, and 10. And he
That's
and he only
crazy.
shot, this is game one. He only shot the ball 3 times before halftime. He only had 6 points. 10
And sat,
assists,
and sat out the third quarter for like 6 minutes.
10 assists, no turnovers. You know what I mean? And then in the first half. And then mind you, when the Heat like start to finally make shots and make it close, or whatever,
They got it like to within 7.
Jokic is like, give me
Yeah,
the ball.
Give me the ball.
Peter Pot.
Just fucking cooking. Just fucking cooking these dudes. I'm like, yo, this mother, yo, Jokic
I'm like,
is
yeah,
that
you got it. You
guy,
got it.
Fucking
bro.
accent, bro.
You thought niggas.
He's like back up a 2-man game. It's just him and Jamal Murray. I love Jamal
Buckets.
Murray's game though. Jamal
Yeah,
Murray,
he's fun.
Jamal Murray is
Jamal
like
Murray's fun to watch.
He's been a hooper, bro. I've watched him since he was in Team Canada and they gave US hell in I think the World Championship. I think he the game winner if I remember correctly. But Jamal Murray been that deal for a while. He's just been hurt. So
As
now that
long
he's
as-
healthy,
As long as Butler doesn't get them faux locks back in, we'll be good.
you know
No.
what the fuck was with the faux locks?
Wait, wasn't like that was at the beginning?
Fucking
Wait,
hated that shit.
What the fuck?
that was at the
I'm
beginning of the
still-
season,
Yo,
right?
Like he still never explained that shit. Like he was just like, yo.
I never
He
understood.
just took them out and said nothing.
Yeah,
He
I
was
know,
like, yo,
I'm
it's
like-
picture day. I'm gonna get these dreadlocks, and I'm gonna just not even wear them in the season. I'm like, why would
Yo,
you?
that shit was so disturbing.
Why would you go through all the trouble?
I never understood that.
He was in Miami. He just felt like if I'm in Miami, I gotta dread up, right?
Nigga went on Ocean Drive.
Like
purchased
you
the
knew
weed
it was
and said,
picture
"Fuck
day.
it."
Like it wasn't like, oh, I'm just gonna
Bro,
come
nigga,
and then
nigga
it's
said,
just,
"Fuck
like
it."
this was
Like-
this was a deliberate thing, and like it was just never fully
He's like a
explained.
90s sitcom
He
girlfriend.
never said anything, bro.
Crazy.
He never said a
Yo,
word.
in that one
nothing
picture,
about it.
in that one picture up there, Jake, on
Never
the
said
right,
nothing
he looked like
about it.
somebody's auntie. Go up.
God, yo,
Nah, he looked like John Morant on.
Look, he looked like somebody's auntie.
it's like who?
Right
And like
there,
he was so,
right there.
like, bro,
That's somebody's auntie.
So he's a wild, like that's a different dude, yo. Like
he's a good dude, but that nigga just really
that's kind of
he's wired differently.
I was about to say that's kind of the dude you want leading the team.
Yeah, you do.
Like,
You kind of do.
like you need somebody that's a little
You
off
kind of
like
yeah.
that.
Somebody that's a little off their rocker.
And I bet you he wore that with cowboy boots.
Yeah, like
What are you
Somebody
doing?
that's off their rocker. Yeah, you
Yo,
kind of
that-
want them leaning. Yeah,
that
you
type
do
of
want
like
that.
irrational confidence. Like
Cass said
that's
he-
the type of shit that
You said
makes you.
irrational confidence.
That's the type. Yeah,
Because it
like
makes no sense.
that type of irrational
No, it does.
confidence.
No, it does.
Is what gets you to the finals when you're 18, when nobody picks you.
Cass
that's-
said he never explained this
He
shit.
never
He
explained. why the
owes us
fuck
an
he did it.
explanation.
I don't. If they win the championship, I want an explanation.
I hope he gets another extensions. Like I hope he does it again.
You want his bad bitch era back?
Yeah,
I don't want that.
If they win the chip, bro, like
And he comes out with dreads for the parade.
he's got to
Yo, he
come out
gotta
with
do
dress
that
for the parade, bro. Like he has to. He has to, yo.
Jimmy,
No,
Jimmy,
yeah, if y'all win,
Jimmy.
if y'all win the chip, you gotta go to the parade.
Why'd
just
you do
like
this,
that.
Jimmy? Who did this?
That
Who,
shit crazy,
who did you
bro.
pay that said, you know what? Yeah, I'll do it for you.
He's a different cat, bro. But I fuck with
I fuck with
Jimmy.
him. I fuck
Even
with
though he
him.
beat my Knicks, I was like, but damn it, I respect you.
I mean, you had to respect him. Like you knew he was gonna beat you next though.
Yeah, I fucks with Jimmy.
You knew
bro.
he was gonna beat you.
Like he's just he just drinks his coffee and hoops, bro.
Wait, what did this voice note say?
Oh, you didn't hear his voice note? You got it. Well, Jake, we'll put it in.
Wait,
there.
who's?
What did it say?
He's like, I'll paraphrase it, but send me the link and I'll play it.
Was it a guy?
on my
Or
phone?
a
Right
girl?
Like,
there.
yeah, who was he sending to?
No, a fan hit Jimmy Butler, and this was right before Game 6, and it went viral too. Send me the video when you can, Jake, so I can play
He
it
sent
over
it.
the joint. And,
I saw it like on. I didn't listen to it, but I saw. I know that clip looks familiar.
it was so fucking funny. Hold on, let me make sure I got this. All right, and
You gonna play it?
yeah, I'm gonna play it for you.
Now, Jimmy, I don't usually do this. I don't go in people's DMs, celebrity DMs, people that are higher up and beg. But damn it, Jimmy! Finish this shit! I eventually can handle a 3-0 comeback, man!
That shit was viral as fuck right before Game 7, yo.
That shit is funny.
Because I ain't gonna hold you. I thought it was a rap. After that, Derek White, this DM was going viral before.
But didn't they also buy their tickets?
No,
to Denver?
So here's the thing.
Before Game 7?
Yeah, but that
you don't believe that?
That was more. Yeah.
Okay.
So where else are you gonna? I'm sure it's a big slap on the wrist to take on some plane tickets for the Miami Heat. I'm sure they can afford it. Not so. This DM was like viral at first, right? Like
I always saw the clip. I just never listened to it. I always saw because I always remember his hairdo.
After that Derek White layup,
Yo, why is his hair like that?
He just be trolling. After that Derek White layup, and they were going back to Boston. Right. I was like, oh, it's a wrap. Like they're gonna be the first dudes to blow a 3-0 lead in the playoffs. I'm like, it's over. Right. And then that DM was going viral. So Jimmy's reaction to that came after Game 7, after they won. So so it's him like acknowledging and watching it and shit like that.
That makes sense.
That's what made it that much more funnier. But Jimmy's just I don't know, man. Like you would be surprised how much NBA players like is up in their phone before like big moments.
Bro,
I wouldn't.
Like yeah.
Not like that. I'm just saying.
Nah, I mean they gotta be like they check those. Oh God, I'm not touching that.
Do you
one.
know?
I didn't even say that.
Do y'all not follow any of them? They'd be posting and
Of
shit.
course.
They'd be on their stories.
I know. No, Kevin be on his shit before the game.
I'm like, but I would think that you
that.
wouldn't want to be. Like, I would think.
They're just like they're humans, just like us. They want to see what everybody's saying. They want to see who's saying
But
what.
doesn't that
this,
disrupt
that.
your
I
game?
get it.
But doesn't that make this era of sports just so much fucking better?
Better or worse?
Better. Like if you're a fan,
Man, if you don't
if
focus,
you're a fan, if you're a guy,
if you don't fucking
and you're just
focus.
fucking just because of this fucking little thing in your hand.
But I can send a message to you.
You've been rooting for the
ruin that
Miami
nigga's
Heat.
day.
You've been rooting for the Miami Heat your whole
Right.
fucking life, right? And
Oh, I see what you mean.
if they're
I
a
see where you're
game
going.
away from winning the NBA Finals,
When they post
a
something.
message this man could yell into his phone could reach a guy who's actually playing in the
Game
fucking
7,
and be like, all right, I'm on it. You know what
I
I'm saying?
heard you.
Just for that alone, there's no
Like that's the thing I needed. I needed you to tell me to get on my shit.
You cannot convince me there has not been a better time to be a sports fan than right the fuck now.
He makes a valid
Can you
point.
imagine you could send that Michael Jordan a fucking DM like, Mike,
Mike, I need this mic.
Get it together.
Come on, MJ.
you can't let Gary Payton hold you right
I know it's Game 6, but I know you're drunk, but you still gotta get up and play
No,
this
but
shit.
you see, that pisses, like, it actually pisses me off when I see them, like, post before a game. I'm like, why aren't you focusing?
But
Focus.
okay, some
Maybe
people,
that takes
So what,
some
you'll be in
people-
the locker room like this? Like, no.
But some people aren't wired that way. Some people are people, and they need to, and they, you know, like some folks like psych themselves out if they're like away from their routine or whatever the fuck.
I feel like AI would be on his phone. I feel like Michael would be.
AI
I feel like Michael would have been on his phone.
Yeah.
I feel like Shaq would have been on his phone.
I feel like everybody we named in our top 5 would be on their phone.
Yes.
Except Kobe.
Except Kobe.
Except
Except Kobe.
Kobe would have not been on his phone.
I think like Mamba mentality and Kobe, like the mythologized sort of like 1,000,000,000% hyper focus on like your craft
I think he leaves it at home.
has been off.
What?
I think Kobe leaves the phone in the
Bro,
car.
just watching, like, I'm rewatching Last Dance.
I think Kobe responded to like one tweet ever during the game, and I think it was the Amnesty that game, if I remember correctly. I think Mark Cuban, it was years ago. Like right when like NBA Twitter was really starting to get popping. Mark Cuban got on Twitter and said, you know, Kobe wasn't as, you know, dominant as he was or whatever. And he tweeted that like the Lakers should amnesty Kobe Bryant. Now, an amnesty is when like you can like renounce a veteran's player's salary with no fucking like penalty to you, so you can like go and like get other players, right? So right after Mark Cuban tweets about like this amnesty, they need to Kobe needs to be amnestied. Read those stats. Yeah, he went out and scores 38 points, 13 of 21 shooting, 12 rebounds, 7 assists. And mind you, this is one of like the shitty Laker teams, and the Mavericks were pretty good at this point. And I remember Kobe going on Twitter right after saying amnesty that to Mark Cuban's Mavericks. And he balled the fuck out this game. I remember this shit vividly. Damn. And this wasn't even like, and Kobe wasn't even like the super athletic Kobe no more. He was just killing dudes with fucking just J's, just bong, come here, bong, come here, just dogging.
Right.
Just couldn't do nothing. You know what I mean?
So
Like,
they had Kyrie.
oh my God, man. I miss this motherfucker so much, bro. I didn't realize how much of a Kobe stan I was until, like, obviously he's not here anymore, but Jesus
That's when you
Christ.
realize you're standing somebody when you're not there no more.
Man, yeah, it's unfortunate, really. I mean, just look at this motherfucker. It's like, you could tell he did not have, like, the lift and the athletics that he used to have anymore, but it did not fucking matter. He heard this motherfucker on Twitter talking shit. I was like,
no, you can't say he didn't have the lift. Like, this nigga's, like...
So when you talk about, Rosie, when you talk about people not being on the phone, like, some people are wild. Like, some people need that thing to be like, oh, you think I can't? Oh, you motherfuckers think I'm about to blow a 3-0? Oh, you think I need to be amnestied? Oh, you need that?
I don't. Well, maybe just because I'm not. Like, if I have something big going on, I'm not gonna be on my phone right before because that could affect my mood.
I hear you.
So when I see them like tweeting or like posting, I'm like,
But
what
you
are
also
y'all
know,
doing? The game starts in 10 minutes.
But you also,
what are you doing?
You also gotta realize,
why you
like,
not shooting around? Play. Go do something.
These players were reading the news clips. They're reading newspapers.
That's
it's
all
literally
it is.
the same thing.
Like MJ,
even
with Michael reading the newspaper. Like,
even with Michael, like when he hit the game winner in '89, in Cleveland, he came to like the reporters table, and was like, 1, 2, 3, y'all all counted me out. You're next. That's literally Twitter.
That's
like
Twitter.
I'm reading the shit that
talking
y'all
about
saying.
Jordan?
That's Twitter.
First of all,
That's the same thing.
I don't want no smoke with Jordan. If we were around back then,
it's not about that.
No, it's just because his mouth was crazy. So it's like
no, but it's not about that. It's just the fact that they were
learned.
aware. They were aware.
So that's what makes me
They
think
were
like
aware.
a nigga like MJ would definitely been on Twitter.
What?
I think he would have been cursing the blood. Like, all right, bet.
You kidding me?
Nigga would have been on Skip Bayless ass, Stephen A. Smith ass. He'd have been on everybody ass.
The way
he would have made Skip cry.
The way OGs talk about how competitive this dude Michael Jordan was, you cannot convince me he wouldn't take in any sort of slight of him on social media, any video, any talking head show, and not think, yo, you think I can't watch? What? Watch this shit. You watch this shit. You can't convince me that competitive.
That Last Dance documentary let me know how petty.
Petty.
How petty.
I gotta rewatch that.
Everything.
Sometimes petty is a superpower, yo.
That's all it was.
Sometimes being petty is like
game 1 before they played the Sonics.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was him and Ahmad Rashad had went to dinner. George Karl walked past him and didn't say hello. Beat they ass game 1.
Yeah, it's
the smallest thing of that.
Even if it's true or not, it doesn't fucking matter.
It doesn't, because it sounds like
in his mind, it's true. It's like, oh, this motherfucker doesn't say
Y'all seen Beef?
Yeah.
That's what that reminds me of.
That's exactly what it is.
If y'all seen Beef, Michael Jordan was the Asian guy in Beef.
That's
like,
exactly what it is.
And I take that
Beef
personally.
is crazy, too.
It don't even gotta be real.
Yo, look at my eyes. He's gone out that little whiskey.
Petty.
He's going off the tequila with a full glass next to him.
Listen,
Like,
petty,
come on, bro.
petty can be your superpower sometimes, yo. Like, even if the motherfucker didn't say hi to him or not, some people are wired in a way.
Something in my head. I need something.
I need somebody.
I gotta be petty.
Who gonna piss me off today?
And if it's as easy as doing this, oh, you mean to tell me this nigga Mike
You
wasn't?
telling me Michael wouldn't be on that
Mike
phone?
would have been like, let me look at my hashtag real quick.
Nigga, imagine Michael seeing some shit.
I can't get thick.
Imagine Michael seeing some shit you did on your show. Oh my God!
But that's the thing, though.
But that's what I'm saying.
You
like,
know, they all watch in some way, shape, or form.
Exactly.
How they let it affect them.
Do y'all like petty?
Do I like being petty?
No. Do y'all like petty acts? Are you petty?
Like being petty or like
art? Well, I know you're petty. Are you petty?
The petty needs to be followed by excellence. Like,
wait, why am I petty?
The petty needs to be followed by excellence.
Why am I? Wait, hold on.
If you're petty and like it doesn't lead to anything, you're just petty for being petty's sake. Then you just
now you're just being a dick.
You're just being a dick, right?
Right.
But if you use pettiness to spur yourself into doing something fucking
good.
phenomenal shit,
yep.
Oh, of course. Wow,
that was executed very well.
That's exactly what it is. It's like, yo, if
and I took that.
I needed to find something because I'm so good at what the fuck I do.
But I still need to find something to take me to the next level.
It's human nature in whatever you're good at, whatever you succeed at, whatever
you love. It's human nature that you're just going to unfortunately take it for granted in some way, shape, or form. Right, gotcha.
And if you don't have something that keeps you coming back, keeps you fighting towards something, keeps you being like, you know what, shit, 15 years, 10 years, like, what's to stop you from saying, you know what, I don't want to do this shit no more.
Step aside.
You know what I mean? Because there's going to be somebody up under you that is going to have that edge.
Yeah.
That's going to be
even better.
And even if they're not better than you, if that person is willing to do the shit you're not willing to do,
they're gonna dig deeper.
Eventually they're going to pass you.
Yeah.
So if you already got the talent and you don't have that drive, that person with the drive is eventually going to hit you here.
Yeah.
So why not, if you already have the talent,
keep
add that fucking asshole shit
keep digging.
to keep yourself at so I get it, man. Like, I understand.
And speaking of petty.
What about it?
There's a saying for that. It was like hard work beats talent.
Hard work beats talent. Talent don't work hard,
yeah.
man. Like, that's facts. That's an absolute fact. And then when you're talented, that's why when people say, when the most talented player is the hardest worker in the room, you got like fucking Giannis. Like, he's the most talented dude, but nobody's gonna outwork the motherfucker too. Jimmy Butler is probably the most talented person on the team, but I bet you nobody outworks him in the gym or does all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it has to be.
Nobody was outworking Michael.
Nobody was outworking him. He wasn't letting you beat him in sprints in practice. He's not letting you beat him in fucking car. He's not letting you beat him in shit. In shit.
Competitive.
And if you beat him, we gotta go. We going 2 out of 3.
I gotta go. We gotta go back and do it again.
Like, doing something. You know what I mean?
So speaking of competitiveness,
okay,
we've had an experience this week.
We did have an experience
this week.
Lo, stop getting into some shit, please.
That I got caught up in.
Please. Pretty please. What's up?
That was an interesting choice.
That was a record scratch.
Yeah, okay. I heard it. I heard it.
Why he run it back?
Oh, yeah, I heard it.
You want to hear it again?
Yeah, I heard it. No, first and foremost, shout out to It's The Real.
Shout out It's The Real. Yes, sir.
I think they dropped, episode 7 or 8?
Yes.
Yeah, it was 7 or 8 on
the
Wednesday.
BlaaqGold podcast. Shout out to Other Tone.
Other Tone. There was a particular clip that was posted about the rise and the dominance of Rap Radar that was, ran by Elliott Wilson and B-Dot. So shout out to them.
Shout out Elliott and B-Dot. Legends, yes.
Yeah, legends. So they interviewed me about Elliott's arrival into the space of blogging. And I had some choice words to say. And this is 15 years ago, so this is not how I feel about Elliott right now.
But when did you say it?
I said it like 2 years ago. I was reflecting how I felt.
I'm just saying. I want details.
Now you're being petty. I was reflecting how I felt about him 15 years ago. So anyway, I was just telling him, like, he was annoying, just, tantrums and blah, 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 fuck his laugh, annoying ass laugh, whatever the case was. Clip was posted. A lot of people, laughing, and, yo, Lo, you described it, perfectly. This one particular person who is a big, big staple in hip-hop in general, Peter Rosenberg, commented and said, Lo isn't lying.
He probably was like, I did hate his fucking laugh, too.
We all did, and that's totally fine.
Okay.
And Elliott knew that. So Elliott tweets yesterday, did Peter Rosenberg just diss me and delete the comment on IG?
Did he?
And I'm like, all right, cool. Peter Rosenberg quote tweets it and says, I wasn't dissing you. I didn't delete anything, yada, yada, yada. I was just agreeing with Lo's description of you because it was true, this, that, and the third.
So basically, yes, I did.
Yes.
Yes, I did. Correct.
You ever see the meme where it was like, no shots, but yes shots? That's what it felt like. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is that about?
So, like, it turned into this whole big thing. Like, me and Peter were talking. I spoke to Elliott. And I think it's just like revised or refreshed some beef or whatever issue that's brewing between those two, and it's just like,
so are they going back and forth right now?
They were yesterday.
They definitely were.
I want to see these tweets.
Yesterday,
they were definitely going back and forth.
Yesterday they were
for a minute.
Elliott had tweeted at me. He was like, "Lo's a real one, but Peter is still ... I'm just like, I'm like, bro, what does that even mean?
Yo,
So you started this low.
I didn't start.
The rap media is beefing again. Let's go. No, I'm just kidding.
It was just like that shit was just so random.
Nah, I'm just playing. I
love for both of them.
I got love for everybody, especially Elliot and Peter Rosenberg.
Yeah.
Literally some of my favorite people on this planet. But it does raise some interesting conversations, and especially when it comes to the blog era. And we're always happy and honored to have a founding member of such era on our podcast as usual. So it's let's talk about it a little bit, right? Like, you know, Rap Radar kicks in the door waving the faux with you know, big Paul Rosenberg budgets, and you know, kind of starts chipping at your food a little bit, and you know, you made it known that you and Elliot, well, not you and Elliot didn't get along, but you just didn't really care much for Elliot Wilson and Rap Radar. Me, as somebody who was in the magazine side and kind of saw it from a little bit of the sidelines, definitely noticed the hostility, the tension.
It was there
between like it was like the new music Cartel, and then it was Rap Radar, and then even to a lesser extent, like, you know, the complexes and how they sort of figured into the whole things and just how
they weaseled their way in.
Yes, right. So,
with good reason.
With good reason.
Yeah, they were nice with what they were doing.
So, Rosenberg, it's weird. I didn't realize Rosenberg and Elliot didn't get along. Like I don't know. I just feel like
it's not shocking, but
let me look at these tweets.
It's not shocking, but it's just like when it hit yesterday, it was unexpected. Like,
it was a little unexpected.
I'm like, yo, wait, what? Like, what is this? What is? Yeah, I'm like, where is this?
You know what it was giving, yo? It was given like
I knew you were about to say something stupid.
It kind of felt like OG Academics versus Rory. But like an older version. Like,
please tell me how you arrived at that observation. Please,
you know, I mean, listen.
Please tell me.
It's clearly not to the level of personal that it got between Academics and Rory.
Right. That's something different.
That's definitely something
way different.
Completely different.
Right.
But I just you know.
No, I don't know the root of their issues.
I think it's just the nature of competitiveness, right? I think, you know, Elliot, they said about Elliot on the podcast that like he's just such a competitive guy.
No, but we've known that, right?
Yeah.
So I knew that when Rap Radar started. I knew that when he was the editor-in-chief at XXL.
Oh, I think we
all knew that.
I think anybody who came up reading his shit,
we knew like this nigga had a different tone.
Yes, like we knew that like that was he was not.
He's not backing down.
He's not the meek like sort of like, oh, I'm just the right. Like he was very boastful.
Right.
He talked his shit. You know, he did controversial shit. You know what I mean? That I wasn't seeing happen in the rap media pages back then. Like, you reading the tweets?
You reading the tweets?
Yeah, Rosie's all caught up now, people.
Right, like Rosie's like reading this shit in real time as we're talking.
No, because I hear this in Peter's voice where he goes, I was simply saying Loki's description of you as incredibly annoying back in the day was very accurate. It's nothing I wouldn't say to your face, comment on IG or post on Twitter. Incredibly annoying.
I mean, like the incredibly part, like it's just like
Yo, Peter's funny.
Like, I get it, like
because I heard it in his voice. I'm like, dog.
No, but like when Elliot was coming up and the NMC, we had our shit like pretty much on lock, and he was coming here again, banging his chest and talking his shit like. That was the competition I was waiting for because I couldn't compete with him in the editorial space.
The print space.
Yeah, in the print space. I couldn't. I just wasn't there. I didn't have the chops for that.
Yes.
So now you're coming into my lane, and you're doing all this shit, and I'm hearing shit behind closed doors that you're complaining about how I'm getting records and this, that, and the third.
I remember those times, yo.
So, like, yes, I'm gonna, like, yeah, fuck that. Fuck you and fuck what the fuck y'all repping.
I remember seeing those tweets. I remember seeing those tweets.
Like, I mean, but, like,
in better times, yo. Look at these
better times.
But, you know.
But it's real shit, though, man. Like, I'm such a... and I'm laughing about it because, like, you know, whatever. But it's like
we can laugh about it.
I'm legitimately fans of both of them,
yeah,
and I do, you know, I'd like to refer to them as friends as well. But it was just I kind of felt like stuff like this was gonna start coming after like the Blog Era podcast is coming out.
The blog, that episode is those episodes are gonna reveal how people felt about each other.
Yeah, like especially like folks in rap media.
And then rap circles.
Yes.
Then it's gonna reveal like what relationships were damaged.
Yeah.
Repaired. You know,
I don't think it's hard to really describe to people who legitimately grew up music in the streaming era.
Right.
It's hard to describe to them that the blogs were. And it makes it sound so washed. Let me be clear,
bro. But like
it makes me sound so washed when I describe the blog era in the past tense.
This is the most like.
But the best way I can describe it is the blogs were literally the bridge between the fan and the label.
Yes.
Like it was literally just like before, because there was a point between, and I'm super duper paraphrasing here, but just from my own personal experience, the music industry really didn't know what the fuck to do when the internet really came in and Napster and the music was just fucking getting lost in translation.
No idea.
It was the wild fucking West, right?
Idea.
So labels were down to try any fucking thing to find some fucking talent that would sell records, right? Point blank, period. And the reason, I think the reverse effect of the internet, the labels not really knowing what to do with the internet, was that the internet gave the everyman the opportunity to be able to create their own music, create their own fucking fan base, create their own all this shit. So you're kind of doing the work for the label for them. But before the labels get that attention from you, they got that attention where? On the blogs, right? So it really became like arms races for like relationships with folks like you, folks like NMC, folks like Elliot, folks at Complex, folks at all these media places, because it was almost like you knew which artists and which blogs had the better relationships.
The labels were
if an Eminem exclusive was dropping, you knew it was probably going to be on Rap Radar first.
Right.
If there was something happening with Hove, you know what I mean? It might get either Nah Right or Rap Radar. Like, and it was Rap Radar just came in and just started like having those massive joints.
Rap Radar, you know, as big as they were, and this is no slight because, you know, they're still going, but Rap Radar was a politically funded entity.
Yes. You
can't get mad at that.
Right. I think the blogs that you kind of came from was much more organic. Right? Like it
was
from
us starting our shit.
Yes.
From our own little, you know, pocket of people that we knew how to do HTML, and I had my relationships and this, that, and the third. Right. Niggas wasn't making money like that. But here comes Elliot with the big ass bag from Paul Rosenberg, who's fucking Eminem's manager, and popping up with Eminem singles and Hove interviews and this, that, and the third. So we're looking at him like, yo, bro, you're not even fucking playing fair.
This podcast is brought to you by American Express. Being an Amex member means I'm always looking forward to game day, no matter who's playing. Whether it's my team getting me stressed out and going crazy and yelling at the TV, or going to the game and just getting into the atmosphere with the craziest fans in the world. Before I get in there, though, I always got to grab me a little bite, get me something to eat to calm my nerves down, get me a little drink, and then as soon as I get into my seat, all bets are off. But I can't do that without getting in with the Amex first. With American Express, you're a member when every day is game day. American Express, don't live life without it. Mondays, 8, 7 Central on VH1, Black Ink Crew is back-to-back and united in ink on Monday nights. First, on Black Ink Crew New York, with Caesar leaving the shop, Puma steps up to lead and rebuild their legacy, while Ted works to secure his own. Bay sets up her own shop, while Rock and Crystal rethink marriage. Then, on Black Ink LA, Kat is preparing to birth a new shop in Beverly Hills and a new baby. Meanwhile, in Compton, KP's dreams of ink and music seem to be fading, and having it all is harder than ever. With group dynamics shifting and revelations changing relationships, can OGs and new artists create as a unit? Two cities, one night, united in ink. Black Ink Crew, New York, and Black Ink Crew LA, all new Mondays at 8, 7 Central on VH1.
About to go outside and be gay.
All right.
What? Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month. Shout out to the gays. Shout out to the gays, yo. You know what time it is.
Shout out to the gays.
You know what time it is. Put them rainbows on your shirt.
Hello,
low. You know what time it
everywhere.
is. Gang gangs. Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to the rainbows.
Shout out to the rainbows, yo. Okay. This is what you got. You got to do it, man. It's June, bro.
About to go to a gay bar and act up.
I'm all right.
There's a
You know, I mean, I don't ever like. No. Like
that's my level of tolerance.
That's as far as I support.
Like, as far as I go. Nah, I'm just like, yo, that's what you into? Cool.
No, you know what I mean?
I support.
The thing is, I'm not gay, but I go in and I have a good time, and especially the one. No, the ones around here are mostly gay men. Okay. There's a lot of gay men.
The gayest thing I do by far is watch RuPaul's Drag Race with Jasmine.
That's pretty
so gay, yo. It is so gay, but I can't lie to you.
You like it? It's a good show.
Shit is entertaining, bro. Fuck on.
What's the trashiest TV you've watched lately, Lo?
Trashiest?
Or YouTube
trashiest?
Like just like shitty TV. Like to me, that's kind of like that's shitty.
You think it's
TV.
shitty?
I hate reality shows.
I don't watch shitty TV. I mean, I watch Kardashian. Well, I tried to watch Kardashian.
What?
You watch the Kardashians?
Wait. Time out.
That's pretty gay.
Time out.
Hold on. You don't watch shitty TV.
No,
you
time
watch
out.
but you keep up with the Kardashians?
No, I don't keep up with shit.
Okay.
My girlfriend, Alexis, who's actually here right
What's
now.
up, Alexis?
Hi, Alexis. She keeps up with them bitches.
She keeps up with them heifers.
You got to keep up with the Kardashians.
She know everything that's going on.
I think.
Oh my gosh, she kind of looks like the twins.
Okay,
she does kind of resemble. Oh, from ATL. Yes, she does resemble. Okay,
they're best friends. Jake is about to put in black best friend.
I think
don't be racist. Don't be racist.
He doesn't know their names.
It's Black Music Month. Don't be racist. It's Black Music Month. Don't be racist.
Watch how he Googles it. Look.
If you
she watches it while she's working.
If you survey any couple in like their mid-20s to late 30s, one of them has to keep up with the Kardashians.
No,
at least
not in my
at least one of them, yo.
I'm not mad at
what
it.
level of keeping up? What level
Jasmine
of keeping
keeps
up
up
do
with
you
them?
do? I don't keep up with them.
Does Jasmine?
I think no, she doesn't at all. I keep up more than she does.
That's because you see them on the
you a bad
court
bitch.
side.
You a bad bitch.
But I think,
you're a bad bitch.
That's the thing. The Kardashians are so like effervescent.
He might want to go with me to the bar.
Nah, son. I'm trying. Hey, listen.
He got a gay outfit on.
It's
I'm joking.
It's a nice
No,
outfit.
it's not. You look nice.
On my cream,
Damn,
son.
Kaz, you matched me from yesterday. I was wearing like all nudes.
Aw, twins.
Yesterday. No, you go to the best friend.
He don't know what the fuck.
So what?
He don't know what you're talking about.
So what? Let me ask you. To what level does your lady keep up with the Kardashians?
She watches it a lot.
Is she a super fan? She's putting a thumbs down right now.
She's been watching the new season.
That doesn't look kind of like your girlfriend?
Nah. Not really.
Nah, the older. You got the younger photos.
Yeah, a little bit.
When you see her now, I kind of see the resemblance. But
she watches her reality shows and like that, and that's what she does, and that's fine.
My lady fucking loves RuPaul's Drag Race, bro.
What else does she watch
RuPaul's
that you
what
involuntarily watch with her?
What do you?
Vanderpump Rules. Oh,
wait, what?
Alexis, you up on Vanderpump? You're not over. See, y'all not. Y'all don't know about Scandival. Y'all know about none of that.
No.
Oh, y'all sleep.
What do y'all watch together?
This Vanderpump shit is the biggest shit in white America. Like this is like
Vanderpump?
This is like white people's fucking. I don't know. Like whatever big scandal.
What is it?
All right, so boom, right?
Oh my
Vanderpump
God.
Rules.
You gotta start talking like
Vanderpump Rules.
Like it was at MSG.
Vanderpump Rules.
Boom.
I'm gonna try my best to explain this through like
explain it to us like we're
secondhand viewing of watching.
Explain it to us like we're second graders.
So long story short, this show and cast has been together for like 13 years, right? Mm-hmm. One of the main characters on the show has been like in a relationship with this lady. I think her name is Ariana or something like that.
Is it a reality show or just a?
It's a reality show. Okay. So they've been together for 9 years or something like that.
I'm already not interested.
And
give them some time.
so long story short. Long story short, this dude Tom Sandoval cheated on his 9-year girlfriend with like her best friend in real life.
Okay.
And her best friend was also like talking to like I guess one of Tom Sandoval's friends, but that was really just a front while they were like fucking like not on cameras, like not throughout the show or whatever.
Okay.
Right?
Hold on.
And then I guess everybody around the show sort of like put the pieces together, and then like when it all like unfolded, it became like this national fucking story. It was on CNN. It was fucking referenced on Sports Center, on WW, like every fucking show. Like I swear to you.
You feel very passionate about this.
Because listen, I watched 5 different shows that had absolutely nothing to do with Vanderpump Rules, and they mentioned this motherfucker Scandoval being like the most disgusting, diabolical man on the planet or some shit like that for cheating on this lady that he's been with her best friend.
Okay, so Rosie, after hearing this description, hold on. After hearing this description, what are you doing this weekend?
Wait, so you're just gonna wrap up the show? This is y'all don't tap in with white America, bro. This is what's popping with the whites.
The
whites and the gays.
I watched Love Is Blind, and that was as white as I got.
Trust me.
It's called the Vanderbilts?
The Vanderpump Rules, yo. Text, yo.
I don't want. Look at his mustache.
Yeah, the mustache, yo. It's sleazy. It's nasty.
I expect him to cheat on his wife.
He does look like a very skeevy looking dude.
Where are they from?
So apparently they all worked at one point at a restaurant owned by this lady Lisa Vanderpump, who's like this fucking big shit.
But where? What city?
I think it's California, somewhere in LA. They're LA people. And
LA people.
So they're all basically people who were like dope ass bartenders and like restaurateurs who ended up opening their own sort of like restaurant.
So it's like a hospitality thing.
Yes, yes. It's like the hospitality.
That's what you should have started with. You led with that, I'd be interested. I watch Bar Rescue. So
all right. So it's like that. But they're all young, so it's like a reality show. Some's like one's a DJ. They all got like different careers.
If you let off with the hospitality thing, I'm like, oh yeah, I worked in hospitality, so I would understand.
So it's like fucking Laguna Beach meets like the hospitality space.
I'm locked in. I watch Laguna Beach. I watch OC. Yeah.
Listen, I watch a lot of TV now, guys.
You just broke it down very wrong.
Yes.
That's all it was.
Well, I'm trying. I didn't. I watch with like, I pass her by. Like by the third or fourth mention on like a different TV show that wasn't Vanderpump Rules, I was like, all right, baby, I gotta
check this.
I gotta check this out. I think this motherfucker was on like Joe Rogan or some shit.
Like, what's all the fuss about?
Yeah, like Andy Cohen's like doing all these, like I think Andy Cohen did something on The Ringer.
So you watched
this past week, and I'm just like, this motherfucker's on The Ringer now. I'm like, all right, this is I gotta.
Lois keeping up with the Kardashians.
It's a sports.
I'm not keeping up with the Kardashians.
Yes, you do. You know what's going on right now.
I'm keeping up with the Kardashians.
Who's Khloe dating?
Via my girlfriend.
Who's Kim dating?
Pete.
Is keeping up with the Kardashians the gayest show you watch?
The gayest show I watched? No, the gayest show I've ever watched probably was. It's not Laguna Beach.
Hey, I don't think
there was nobody gay on that show. Not OC.
Okay, not gay. Let's say like is Keeping Up with the Kardashians the most like
unexpected
in touch with my feminine side show that you watch?
I have a show too.
What show is that?
I have a show. It's in my head. I used to watch. Fuck, you throwing me off right now.
Did I?
You put me on the spot.
All right.
You start first.
No, I mean I said it. I mean my girl got me into RuPaul's Drag Race and
damn, what is it?
And Vanderpump Rules, but like but there's other shows like
there's plenty of
we watch 90 Day Fiance. You know what I'm saying?
I've watched that.
We watch Love After Lockup.
I watched that.
Love After Lockups, good TV. That's good trash TV.
I like good trash TV.
There's a show right on the tip.
There's
of
a
my
show with the
tongue.
little people. Was the little person in it?
Aww,
She looks like she's like 5, but she's like 30 or something, and she can't like find love.
I watched it's not gay or whatever. Like the real estate shows. I watched. There's one in New York. I forgot this. I watched that before.
There's a lot of shit that.
There's a lot of shit
to watch, bro. White people.
You know what
white people shit that we watch.
The best part of the podcast is what Jake Googles to get.
That's what I said
to
earlier.
get shit on the screen, like Jake's SEO game.
Googled white people renovating houses.
Jake's SEO game is so fucking funny. Like just the fun.
Like this nigga to be typing this shit like, all right, here. Nah, that's not how it goes.
He just uses words that we say.
Like SEO is so like
nah, Jake is funny.
It's never anything you could like repeat to somebody else. Like it just always sounds like offensive somehow.
We gotta ask them. We gotta yeah.
like white people renovating houses. Like white people renovating houses. Why they gotta be white people renovating houses?
Because they are.
It's like no, we're just using the search. Like we just use the Google. But you're an excellent Googler, Jake.
Nah, he'd be on point. He'd be on point. But yeah,
the AI robots won't take you over. You will use them. They will not use.
He sounds like an AI robot though.
You down with the AI shit, bro?
You sound like an AI robot.
Who? Why?
You down with the AI shit? I think we gotta be right. Like,
no, we don't.
Listen, yeah.
No.
I've gotten to the point where I'm just like,
what?
Man, I better master this shit, or else that shit masters me.
How the fuck are you gonna master it, Cash?
I mean, it's a machine, like anything. It's like PlayStation, nigga. Like I'll figure that out.
Yeah, I don't think that's the same thing, my guy.
It is the same, yo. It is something created by humans, yo. Like somebody, it's gonna take a little bit longer.
All right.
But like, yo, I'd rather figure it out before.
You gonna figure it out when they take your job on
I'll tell
MSG?
The quote that I saw.
Took my job.
The quote that I saw was, AI isn't gonna replace people. People who know how to use AI are gonna replace people who don't use AI.
I dare somebody try to come and replace me.
I mean, at least it's
Like,
actually very easy.
If you know how to use
I've already seen like a couple of like sports websites. I've already seen a couple of sports websites that says ChatGPT put out the top 10 best quarterbacks according to. I'm like, what the fuck would ChatGPT think?
I saw that.
I want to hear what Adam Schefter thinks about the damn NFL. Who gives a fuck about this robot? Right. But I understand, like,
I get the process.
It's smaller networks. So I'm like, this is how it starts. Yeah. It's like, all right.
Guys,
no, you're right.
I'm tired. We done been through pandemics.
Yeah.
Aliens.
You trying to just go to the lesbian bar?
Robots. No, I'm saying in life. I'm
just trying to celebrate pride.
No, I'm saying like think about everything we've been through in like the past 10 years. Like I'm tired. People supposed to be like
is
this.
beat down, bro.
To be honest though,
They're fucking us up.
Kinda expected it.
Kinda expected what?
Kinda expected it.
AI?
Like, when's the last time you just looked at a date? Just looked at what date it is, like what year it is.
Today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the number just looks like real futuristic, right? Like I'm like shocked we still don't got the flying cars yet. That's the only thing I'm waiting for. Like
I mean, they have self-driving.
Self-driving. Yeah,
barely.
Nah, I mean them shit self-drive. Like,
that's what I'm saying. So like that already is.
It's wild. Fuck? You could just hop in a car and that shit will just.
So y'all, what are y'all afraid of? Like, just say it.
Not afraid, but I'm just like, I just feel like. You know, I watched a lot of Back to the Future when I was little, and I'm like, this all checks out. Like, this is all.
I'm afraid that I feel like yesterday was New Year's and it is June.
That is true.
Time does move fast. I will say that. Time does move fast. Time moves very, very quick.
Like, if you go back and watch that movie or watch any like futuristic movie and look at shit that just seemed like so fucking far away from now, unreal. Right. And now it's like, nah, that shit is here. Now it's
hitting our front door.
We're the Jetsons, bro.
Like, we are here.
We're going to be in the Jetsons in like 10 years.
We were supposed to have flying cars already.
I mean, the only thing stopping the flying cars, I think, is fucking helmets and oxygen. Like, if there was a way you could breathe up in that bitch,
I mean, we ain't gotta go that high up.
Yeah, like, nigga, we don't have to go to space.
No, but
just
I mean,
go
not
above
even
the
like,
building.
just go above the buildings. There's air traffic control. Like, I could see I feel like
this nigga's going deep in this one.
I'm going very deep. I do think population.
He's high. I'm sorry, guys.
I've been thinking about this shit.
I couldn't wait for somebody to bring this shit up.
It's a podcast, guys. If there's no place to get deep, it's a goddamn podcast. Goddamn it. I think population control is definitely the only reason why we don't have flying cars. I think we have too many people. Like, I think air traffic would be a bitch. Like, it's already hard to get. It's hard enough to get a plane. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine?
Yeah, it's pretty difficult to get a plane.
Every single individual had access to a flying vehicle, and there's motherfuckers that got to air traffic that shit up, and then it'd be every day. Clang.
Bro, niggas can't even.
Just walking down, just fucking a Tesla just falling ahead.
Niggas
like,
can't.
Shit.
Niggas
Here we go again.
Damn, my nigga Joe, bro. Like, he was just walking around. A fucking Honda just fell.
Then it's going to be a New Yorker like, fuck, now I'm late to work because of this shit.
Niggas can't control their own cars on the road.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, so it's like,
I'm pretty sure we got flying cars, but I think somebody with a lot more sense was like, you know what? Do we really?
Nah, we don't need that.
Really
We're good.
Not a good idea.
We really need to equip all these idiots with
At
these
least
flying
not in America.
objects.
Not in America.
Like, there's a reason they have pilot's licenses. They don't want just any old body with the ability to just hop on something and just,
I just love how we just go off on this random tangent. I love it. Like, it's just the most funniest thing when we just start talking about the randomest shit, but it makes sense.
It makes sense, goddamn
Does it?
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
It does.
We're in a new world, man. We got AI to worry about. We got
shout out to Allen Iverson.
Yeah, that's my favorite meme.
Yo, leave AI out of it.
Yeah, like what's wrong with the only AI I acknowledge?
My favorite is like AI looking to replace 500 jobs by 2023. And somebody's like, why would he do this? That's it right there. That's it right there.
Which one?
That one.
Which one?
The black box. The black box. Yeah.
Like, why would he do that?
Oh, a TikTok.
Nigga, AI still waiting on that Reebok check, man. Like,
oh God, yo, that shit is so funny.
Why would
all right, let's
do
get out of here.
Man, shout out to AI.
Shout out to Iverson, one of the best point guards ever.
Practice.
What you went to this weekend, Rosie? What's going on?
Practice. Damn.
Lesbian bars.
I'm about to say you hitting the lesbian bars.
Hitting lesbian bars.
The LGBTQ.
Why they gotta be lesbian? They're just gay bars, guys.
LBD.
All gays are welcome.
The Rainbow Pride bars.
I will be doing a lot of Pride stuff this month.
Nice.
Man, listen, it's Pride Month. It's a wild time to be a person.
It's also Black Music Month.
It's also Black Music Month too. But I just want to say, man, it definitely is a wild time to be a person that isn't a straight man. Whether you're gay, whether you're transgender, whether you're, bisexual, anything like that. And just like laws is kind of crazy too. You know what I mean? Like so. Not just this month, but every month. If you got gay friends, if you got transgender friends, if you got friends that live a different lifestyle than you, instead of being a fucking hateful bitch, why don't you just fucking just talk to them a little bit, try to understand them a little bit more. Like, you're probably not that different. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all human beings at the end of the day that go through different, paths in life, and just it really costs you nothing to just not be an asshole to somebody just because they're different than you. You know what I'm saying?
In layman's terms, what Kaz has said, treat these motherfuckers equal. It's literally that simple. That's it.
I'll settle for just treat them fair. like I'll start with fair.
Humans.
You know what I'm saying?
Just treat them as equals.
And I understand, black men and everybody and masculinity, and everybody has their own sort of dignitation that they identify with, that is also going through their own certain struggles. That's not to belittle anyone else's struggle that is going on in the world either.
Not at all.
But just, you're a human being. You are capable of caring about different things at different times. Just because you support one group of people
doesn't mean you can't.
Can't support another, right? So not just this month, but any month.
Unless you're racist, then you're just a piece of shit.
Nasty.
Even you fucking racists out there, especially you racists out there.
Racists.
So to end it off, don't be a dick, like Cass said.
Yes, it's very easy to not be a dick. I promise you. I promise you.
What did he look up now?
Racist news.
I can't. This nigga, man, I can't. I can't.
If Jake somehow went missing right after this taping, and motherfuckers saw his Google search before he Yo,
that nigga would be a wanted
they
man.
would have our homes surrounded.
Racism.
This motherfucker.
This nigga just
You better
does
hope
it.
no shit pops off.
It is all normal. Like, this is what he just does. Like,
You better hope no shit pops off. That fist.
I don't think he Googles racist news on his off time.
I'm about to say, Jake, you better not fit a description in the next 48 hours.
bro, I don't want to see his personal. I don't want to see his personal computer, like with a personal search.
That is it.
Like, this is. Oh, that's your personal shit. I don't want to see
That's
it.
the work one?
That's the work one? Yeah, I don't want to see the home computer.
That's crazy.
I don't want to see that history on that home computer.
You ever heard, you know what smells nasty in there? I know it looks nasty in there, Jake. I know it looks nasty in there. Anyway, this has been an episode. This has been another episode of Say Less with Kaz, Loki, and Rosie. Like we always do at this time, make sure you subscribe, youtube.com/Kazeem. Right. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, thank you for following us on Instagram, Twitter, any form of social media that you see a clip here. Yeah. Go subscribe, tell a friend, come enjoy. It is a labor of love, man, and we love doing it, and it's fun, and what's better than kicking it with your pals and just shooting the shit.
And it's always easy to not be a dick.
It's really easy to not be a dick. So like we always do at this time, stay free, stay safe, and always say yes. See y'all next time, people.
Peace.